it's Marianne, the Frugal Chef. Hey, I brined a turkey yesterday. I have the video on. It's about 2.5 minutes long if you want to check it out. And today I want to roast it. So let's roast this bird. So I took my turkey out of the brine and I gave it a quick rinse, and now I am pat drying it well with, some paper towels, okay? Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to separate the skin from the breast with my fingers, okay, without breaking the skin, all right? I just want to get in there because I'm going to rub the breast meat with a combination of garlic salt, freshly ground black pepper, and sage, okay? So I got this separated like this, and now I'm just going to carefully, I don't want to break the skin, go in there and rub the inside of my breast. Okay. So there you go. So now I'm going to finish rubbing the rest of this on the outside. Now because I brined the turkey, it already has some flavor to it because it's absorbed the salt from the brine. So I need to watch out not to make this, way too salty. It won't be. This is perfect. Just going to rub it on both sides. So next, what I'm going to do is, first of all, I don't like to stuff my turkey, okay? I like to just cook the stuffing on the side, or dressing, I guess it's called when it's not stuffed inside the turkey. Because it just makes my turkey cook, it takes way too long to cook once it's stuffed, and then I find that it dries the bird up too much. So I never put stuffing inside the bird, okay? I'll make some stuffings next week and show you what different stuffings I make. Anyway, inside the bird, I am going to put an apple. Okay, I'm going to put a medium yellow onion in there, which I just quartered. I'm going to put 1 carrot cut in half. Okay, and just a couple celery stalks with the leaves. Okay. That's going to be inside my bird. Just give it some flavor. Now I'm just going to tie the legs with some kitchen twine. Okay, tie the legs together. And I'm going to tuck my wings, underneath my breast. Now, the way I'm going to cook this turkey today, I am going to put it in a preheated oven at 400 degrees, okay? But I'm going to cook it breast side down for the first hour, okay? So I'm going to make sure my wings are tucked underneath the breast here, and the skin from the neck. And okay, this is going to go in the oven for an hour like this. I'll bring it out in an hour. We're going to baste it with the juices. I'm going to prepare a little bit of butter with a little more sage, which we'll brush it with, and then we'll put it back in the oven, breast side up, and we'll cook it until it's fully cooked, basting it every hour. So I will see you guys in an hour. So I have a stick of butter here with salt, pepper, and a teaspoon of sage, all right? So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to brush this turkey. I'm going to brush the back and the sides really well with the butter. This has been in the oven for an hour. I do not have a lot of drippings yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and brush it nicely with the butter and the sage, okay? One thing I did not tell you, because I got so excited about talking about other things, I did have this turkey out on the counter for about I'm going to say about 25 minutes. I wanted it to get back to room temperature, okay? So that's important. You do want to have your turkey back to room temperature. And also, this is a 15-pound bird. Okay, so I've got it nicely rubbed with my butter. Now I'm going to turn this bird around, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Put it back in the oven for another, for another hour. Then I'll baste it. And if the skin starts getting too dark, I'm going to cover it with some foil. I don't want my skin to burn. Okay, so another hour has passed, and I'm going to go ahead and baste my turkey with the pan juices. Okay, as you can see, it's getting nice and brown. I'm not going to cover it quite yet, but in about half an hour, I'm going to check it, and if it's too brown, I'm going to go ahead and cover it with foil, with aluminum foil. All right, so I think we have another at least hour and a half of this cooking. The way I'm going to know it's ready is I'm going to put a meat thermometer into the deepest part of my thigh here, and it has to come registered at 175 degrees. So I'm pretty sure I have at least an hour and a half more to cook this, okay? Let's check out our bird. Look at this beauty. 4 hours total. An hour at 400 degrees, breast down, and then 3 hours at 375. The meat thermometer is registering 175 in the deepest part of the thigh. Look at this. Isn't it pretty? I covered it with foil the last hour so it wouldn't get too dark. But it is amazing. It smells delicious, and I am sure it's super moist. Bon appetit from thefrugalchef.com. Happy cooking! By the way, I'm going to let this turkey sit for about 40 minutes before we carve it. I want all the juices to settle in there so that the meat is nice and full of moisture. And so that'll give me enough time to work on the gravy and in Thanksgiving to finish all the other stuff. But that's the way to do it. Let it sit for about 40 minutes before you carve. Again, bon appetit and happy cooking.